So we will just be going through our presentation on children who are going to be admitted to school in the academic year 2021 to 2022. Okay, so if you have looked at our website, you will already have seen that our academic achievement and the progress children make across school is outstanding, and you can see this on our website in the performance section. In addition, we offer a fully enriched curriculum. This includes trips out, it also includes visitors coming into school. We have a high range of musical tuition throughout school. We have band in the juniors. We have a whole range of sports and tournaments. We also have residential school journeys, including year 4 who go to Butlins, year 5 who go camping, and year 6 who go on a PGL adventure holiday in the Isle of Wight. Now, in terms of admissions 2021, what you need to understand is that Corpus Christi primarily exists to serve the Catholic community, and the governing body has responsibility for admissions. Admissions to the nursery class does not automatically guarantee a place in the main school. So if I take you through the nursery admissions first, if you're applying for your child to come to nursery, they would have been born between the 1st of September 2017 to the 31st of August 2018. You will need to complete a nursery application form, and the documentation you need to provide the school with is your child's long birth certificate, proof of address, which can be a council tax bill, a utility bill, but within the 3 months of your application being made, and your child's baptismal certificate where the application is under the religious criteria. The closing date is the 15th of December. The school will then send a priest or religious practice purple form to parents once the application has been submitted to the school. And there will be instructions on how to complete this and return it to school by the 4th of February 2021. So you will need to take that reference form to the parish priest of your parish. In terms of Corpus Christi, families attending Mass at Corpus Christi Church are required to complete, in addition, an initial application for a school reference. This must be downloaded from the Corpus Christi Church website. Now that's separate to the school form. That is for Father Matthew to be able to provide your reference because you have initially shown your information to Father Matthew. Other parishes will have their own way of doing this. The outcome of an application will be given by the 11th of March 2021, and your child, if successful, will start Corpus Christi School in September, and it will just be one single entry, so the children come in all at the same time over the month of September. In terms of reception, the process is pretty much the same, apart from a couple of additional steps. So if you're applying for your child to come to reception, they would have been born between the 1st of September 2016 and the 31st of August 2017. You will need to complete a supplementary information form, or SIF, for reception class, and you will get that from the office, school office. Then you also need to complete a common application form known as the CAF. This comes from your local authority in which the family is resident. So this is an online portal which you need to make sure you've signed up to. The common application form is an application which has to be submitted online by the 15th of January 2021. You will need to make a preference of all your schools. These will need to be ranked on the form, so be careful, be sure about preferred choices. The local authority will assign your first preferred school and work downwards. Each school that you've applied to would have informed the local authority of their ranking, and the local authority matches it to your CAF, and then you will be given your offer from that. The same documentation applies as nursery, and it's the same closing date on the 15th of December 2020. The school again will send the priest religious practice form to you, which you will need to return to school by the 4th of February 2021. If you're at Corpus Christi Church, remember you will also need to fill in initial application for school reference for Father Matthew. This may be a similar process if you're practicing at another parish. The outcome of application will be made on National Offer Day, which is the 16th of April 2021. If the application is unsuccessful, there is also an appeal process only for reception, which will be early May 2021, but we will give you all the information about that. Can I just make it very, very clear that for reception, you will need to have made 2 applications, one on your supplementary information form for the school and your common application form online. That's very important to know, 2 applications. So in terms of the summary of the documentation you need to have handed in, it would be for a nursery or reception supplementary form, which comes to the school, your common application form, which is an online application form at your local authority where you reside, long birth certificate, proof of address, baptismal certificate for the child, and the priest religious practice reference form will be sent to you to give to your parish priest and then for you to return it in February. So that's the documentation summary. Can you remember that we said before that you can come to the school to get the paperwork, or this information can be downloaded from our school website.
The governors welcome all applications, but as a Catholic school, we exist primarily to serve the Catholic community. Priority is given to baptised Catholic children who have 1 or 2 parents who are committed practicing members of the Catholic Church. If insufficient applications are received in respect of baptised Catholic children, the governing body will admit practicing Christians from other denominations, and then, subject to availability of places, from those of other faiths who support the religious ethos of the school. The governing body, having consulted with other admissions authorities, intends to admit 60 pupils to our reception class, and children will be admitted at the beginning of the school year in which they become 5. The governors may admit up to 45 children into nursery class. Where the number of applications for admissions exceeds the number of places available, the governing body will apply a criteria in order of the priority set out in the school's admissions policy to decide which children to admit. So it is worthwhile going through those 10 criteria and maybe work out what your chances are of being admitted to the school. Normally, by the time we get to criteria 4, which is baptised Catholic children who have 1 or more parents who are practicing Catholics, the school is full and all 60 places have been taken. But it is worth bearing in mind that locally the birth rate is down, and applications across schools in Lambeth and in London have been less than in years gone by. So you may have a chance of getting admitted to the school if you fall into criteria below criteria 4. If there is an oversubscription in any of the categories that we've just mentioned from 1 to 10, the governing body then applies an oversubscription criteria. The main one there to bear in mind is the strength of evidence of commitment to the faith, which is demonstrated by the level of a family's mass attendance at Sunday. So what we're saying is it is worthwhile just having a little look through all of those criteria. As Mrs. Connery said earlier, you need to do your common application form and obviously the school's supplementary information form. And again, bear those dates in mind for the supplementary information form on the 15th of December and obviously the CAF as well on the 15th of January 2021. On the advice of the Education Commission of the Archdiocese of Suffolk, the governing body of Corpus Christi Catholic Primary School has agreed the following statement in order to clarify how its faith-based oversubscription criteria will be interpreted while churches are closed or attendance at church is not possible due to COVID-19. This statement has been shared widely with parishes in order to ensure that determinations made by parish priests concerning regular practice of the faith are being made on a consistent basis. And the suspension of the obligation to attend Sunday Mass was announced on the 18th of March 2020 by the Bishops' Conference of England and Wales. And if a parent carer attended Mass at a particular parish prior to the 18th of March 2020, then they will be considered to have attended Mass in a parish or parishes regularly since that time. And this will remain the case until the Sunday obligation is reintroduced by bishops.
So if you need any further guidance, or have any questions to ask regarding the application process, please contact Ms. Ruiz. That's sbm@corpuschristi.lambeth.sch.uk.